What is up, guys? PieMuffin here. We are back with our Tales of the Rays video. Today is going to be more of a discussion speculation video, but real quick before we get started, I just want to quickly go over this. There was a voting campaign for 4 characters that would get a new 4-star, in the Turtles shop. This went on for a few days, and basically it was Jade would get Explode, Edna would get Healing Circle, Shirley would get Tidal Wave, and Magilu would get Violet High. So the top 2 winners were obviously Edna and Shirley, as you can see in front of you. Edna was really outvoted, I feel, mainly because she really needed that Healing Circle, because we really needed a group heal for the brown anima. But let's move on to the other topic now. I pulled up 4 tabs, and the purpose of this video, I mean, it should be obvious by the title, I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but I'm sure I'll make it pretty obvious, is who we could see as part of the trailer either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure, it might come out in a few hours, or it might not come out till tomorrow, but I'm banking on one of those 2 days, just because they usually try to do it pretty early in the month, and since we're already on the 6th of November, you know, the current Halloween event ends in about a week, so I'm sure they want to kind of hype us up and get us ready for whatever's coming next, because at this point of this recording, we actually have no idea. And, you know, I'm actually kind of hoping that while I'm recording this video, it says new tweet on the Tales of the Rays page. But yeah, so I've pulled up 4 titles that I feel like could be very likely based on the lack of characters from those titles in the last few months, because there have been a lot of titles. You know, Tales of Hearts has had characters, Tales of Xillia 2 had some characters, Zestiria had some characters. You can kind of count Berseria if you count Dark Turtles, but he was a paid character, and it didn't even have an event, so I don't really count that. That's why I have Berseria up there on the list. Who else? There's just been a lot over the course of the last few months, but I picked these 4 for specific reasons, and you'll see in a second. So let's hop over to Tales of Eternia. We haven't had an event since Raid and Farah. Raid and Farah were like, what, the 4th, 5th, like, event in the game, and we haven't had any other Eternia characters added since then. So obviously, there are a few more characters that they can pull from, and I'm really surprised that they haven't yet. So, obviously, this would be kind of a good time, because obviously the next event should be a 2-character event, so they'll have to pull either 2 characters from the same game, or make it a rainbow event and pull 2 characters from different games. Either way, I feel like the next event will definitely have 2 characters, and I feel like Eternia is a pretty good candidate based on the fact that we still have several characters left here. But let's go ahead and move on. Symphonia 2, or Symphonia Dawn of the New World. Now, there has been talk that Richter's models and everything are already in the game, so that's why I picked Symphonia 2. I also pick it based on Alice and Decus. Like, if they want to give us a villain event, you know, obviously they're a pair, so it would be good to give us them together. So I feel like either Richter or Alice and Decus would be good. Plus, Emil needs a second Mirage Art badly. Marta has obviously her regular one and then her idol one, but Emil needs a second Mirage Art too. So my thought would be, now here's the thing. Part of me thinks that they could actually make Ratatosk his own character, but Ratatosk is part of Emil in the story, so that wouldn't really make any sense. So I still feel like this would be probably the 2nd event of the month if they went with Richter, so that way they could get a 2-character event out first. But I could totally see us getting an event with Richter. It'll kind of be like the event we have now, where you have to just farm the same stage over and over and over. And then Emil could have a new Mirage Art on the banner, and it would be a Ratatosk Mirage Art. I think that would be a really good thing to do. Although they may also save Ratatosk for like an Overray Mirage Art. Maybe do that in the story mode. So that is another option, but I think if they wanted to go with a 2-character thing, they could totally do Alice and Decus. That wouldn't be too hard to do. Alice would actually be kind of interesting to see how she plays. Alright, so Tales of Fantasia. We haven't had an event with that. Well, I guess we had Rondeline. So, you know, Rondeline was added, I wouldn't say like super early. Um, I mean, Young Magic Swordsman with magic only appearing in the Cross Edition, so still Fantasia. Um, but obviously, we still got Klaus. We still got Suzu Fujibayashi. I feel like she will come with Sheena. So we probably won't see the, and we just got a Symphonia character. So we probably won't see Suzu added to the game. And the same thing with Douse. Douse will probably be the year 2 anniversary character. I feel like every year they'll probably do like a head honcho villain. They may save Duke for like year 3, depending on how well Raze does. And from what I understand, Raze does pretty well. But yeah, so we've got Klaus, and Klaus would actually be the ideal pick for a 1-character event if they didn't want to do, if they wanted to save Suzu for a later time. But if they want to add Suzu now, then they could totally just do Klaus and Suzu for the next event. Pretty simple. Obviously, the last event we had was Rondeline earlier this year. Still relatively new, but not like super new, so I could see it happening. Berseria is my last one kind of on this agenda. Obviously, the only character we're still missing is Rokurou. I feel like Rokurou could come just because it's been so long. I know Magilu's banner has come back recently. It's back up with all the brides on there. I actually did a couple multis on that to try my luck, and I did. Spoiler: I did not do well. But yeah, so it's been a while since so what was Magilu's? It was way back before summer. So it's been a while since we had a Berseria character. Now, I don't know if they want to finish off the Berseria cast, because after this, the only characters they'd be able to add from Berseria would obviously be some of these. I feel like the most likely candidates after Rokurou would be either like Ceres or Oscar or Artorias. Artorias they'll probably save till later. He's not really a hugely like popular villain when it comes to like Tails villains. So, but he'll still come eventually. And Shigure is also one that they could add. That'd be kind of cool if they did Shigure and Rokurou on the same one, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, that's why I think Rokurou could come next, because it has been a while since Magilu, and there really aren't a lot of titles that haven't gotten characters recently. We're kind of getting down to the point where all the main titles really only have a couple characters left, so I'm really curious, because by the time we get to the year 2 anniversary, there will probably only be like a small handful of characters that still aren't in the game that were playable in their actual titles. So at that point, they're just going to have to come out with more Mirage Arts for these characters, and they'll have to come out with the villains. But then once all the characters and villains are out, it's literally going to be like, okay, we have everybody in the game. Now it's just everyone's getting Mirage Arts. But that's pretty much it for my video, so I kind of gave my thoughts on the 4 characters, or 4 games that I feel like could be added in this month's PV. And obviously, it is speculated that Asbel will get an overlay for the story, so I don't think we'll get a new character this month for that. But that still does leave us with 2 events, so obviously the next event would start on the 13th or 14th of this month, and then the other one would probably start around, you know, the 28th, 29th, 30th. But let me know what you guys think down below. Who do you think could get added, or which series do you think needs some more representation that hasn't got representation lately? Definitely let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.